Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are just days away from a major debate in Parliament that could shape the future for thousands of immigrants in UK. On the 8th of September, MPs will debate petitions calling for the government to keep the 5-year pathway to settlement instead of doubling it to 10. This affects both skilled worker visa holders and Hong Kongers on the BNO visa route. The debate itself will not change the law, but it will send a powerful signal to ministers at a critical moment. In May, the Labour government released its immigration white paper. It is called Restoring Control over the Immigration System. At its core is a plan to double the time before migrants can apply for indefinite leave to remain. Instead of 5 years, it could take 10. Ministers also suggest an earned settlement system, where only those who meet extra conditions might qualify earlier. The government says this will cut net migration by around 100,000 a year. Critics warn it will discourage the very people Britain depends on. Skilled migrants already contribute more in taxes than the average UK-born worker. Delaying their settlement risks pushing them away. Public response has been strong. 2 petitions were launched. One calls for skilled worker visa holders to keep their 5-year route. The other does the same for BNO visa holders. Both petitions passed the 100,000 signature mark. That is what forces Parliament to hold this debate. And now, that debate is just days away. For Hong Kongers, the issue feels especially personal. The BNO scheme began in January 2021. The UK offered a 5-year route to settlement and full citizenship 1 year later. This was framed as a solemn promise. Families uprooted their lives to move here on that basis. And it's important to stress this. Everyone on the BNO visa route is either already a British national or the close family of a British national. Yet, under the white paper, even these British nationals may be forced to wait 10 years before gaining settlement. There will mean 5 more years of uncertainty and financial strain. James Naish, the MP for Rushcliffe, has been at the forefront. In a recent letter, he reminded constituents that over 100,000 BNO visa holders have signed the petition. He was the first MP to raise the issue in Parliament when the white paper was published. He applied for a dedicated debate, and 27 MPs from across the political spectrum backed him. Thanks to that support, the debate on the 8th of September has been granted. Naish's letter also spells out the risk. Without ILR, families would face hardship. They could not access retirement savings held in Hong Kong's mandatory provident fund. Their children would not qualify for home fee status at UK universities. BNO status does not include consular protection abroad. Without ILR or citizenship, many would have no safety net if they travel. If their Hong Kong passports expire, they may not even be able to leave the UK. Children born here might have to wait until age 11 to get a passport. Beyond all this, there is a question of trust. Changing the rules now will mean promises made, then broken. Since May, Naish has raised BNO issues around 50 times in Parliament. He has met with Immigration Minister Seema Malhotra. He has spoken with Catherine West, the Foreign Office Minister. He has also consulted Lord Patten, the last governor of Hong Kong, who called the 10-year idea completely absurd. In the House of Lords, Lord Alton has tabled an amendment to protect the BNO scheme. That amendment is due for a first vote in October. so the pressure is building in both the Commons and the Lords. But uncertainty remains. The government has not confirmed whether the new rules will apply to those already in the UK or only to new applicants. Nor has it said when the decision will be made. Ministers promise clarity later this year. Another concern is the process itself. These changes do not need a full act of parliament. They can be introduced by a statement of changes in immigration rules. That takes effect automatically unless MPs secure and win a disapproval motion. Blocking such a change will be very difficult. Naish and his colleagues are also pressing for more. They want the BNO scheme to remain permanently open. They want home fee status for students from day one. They want better recognition of skills. They want the government to reject the proposed Chinese mega embassy in London, and they want strong action against transnational repression. The BNO debate is about more than visas. It's about how Britain honors its historical obligations to Hong Kong and how it treats British nationals who trusted the UK with the future. Skilled worker visa holders face similar problems. They already pay visa fees, health surcharges, and taxes. They work in hospitals, in technology, in hospitality, and in sectors where Britain faces shortage. Doubling the settlement period adds cost and stress. Without ILR, many cannot secure mortgages. Their children may face higher tuition fees. Every few years, they must pay thousands to renew visas. Think about a doctor from India working in the NHS. She has cared for patients here for years while paying into the system. Yet, under a 10-year rule, she will pay double before reaching settlement, while still being treated as temporary. Or consider an IT specialist from Nigeria. He helps fill vital gaps in the tech sector. But without ILR, lenders may not give him a mortgage. His family cannot build a stable life. These burdens could push away the very professionals Britain needs most. So, what happens next? On the 8th September, MP will debate both petitions in Westminster Hall. The debate will not decide the law directly, but it will give MPs a chance to challenge ministers. And it will put proper pressure on the government to state its intentions. Then in October, the House of Lords will revisit the Borders, Security and Immigration Bill. Lord Alton's amendment could be voted on at that stage. Until then, campaigners and communities will keep pressure the government to stand by its promises. For skilled workers and BNO visa holders, the next few months are decisive. If you are affected, now is the time to act. Contact your MP, sign petitions, stay engaged. This is how the debate itself came about. Britain's word and credibility are at stake. Will you honor its promises or shift the goalposts halfway through the game? The question will be tested in Parliament starting in just a few days. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe for more updates on UK immigration, policy, and life as an immigrant in Britain. See you next time.